What is happening, y'all? It is Friday, and we are at Mi Cocina in River Oaks. David Stodmiller is joining me. I hope you're understanding what's about to happen.
Oh, I'm ready for it to go down.
I mean, you know, there's queso, there's guacamole, there's tortillas, there's fajitas, there's margaritas. So
all the above.
It's just a party. Of course, Mi Cocina is coming up on their 1-year anniversary. We're going to talk about that, but HRW is still here, y'all, and only a couple more days left in the event. September 30th is the last day, and this is the final weekend of Houston Restaurant Weeks, which benefits the Houston Food Bank. Remember, y'all, get out there, dine out, do good. Check the website. Make sure that your restaurant is open, and you might also want to make a reservation. Y'all were busy.
We were very busy.
Y'all crushed.
Yes, and Fridays, Saturdays especially, everyone getting in there, and lunches. We were super wowed by the lunches. Yes.
Yeah, and that's what's so great is you're seeing so many new customers. You're showing them your food. You're showing them why you're special, and that's really cool thing to do.
Yeah, the exposure, for Houston Restaurant Weeks really put us over the moon. Being new to the neighborhood, it really helped us, and we're glad to be here in River Oaks with all the folks in Houston.
Yep. So you're new to the neighborhood, but not new to hospitality, not new to food. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but first, we're going to the stars of the show, y'all. Foodie Cam, first dish on the Mi Cocina HRW menu. And yes, this is the absolute correct way to start the show. I will be inhaling these, each and individual, immediately. Tell us what we're looking at.
Yeah, so here we have our Babalus. This is a salsa sampler where you can select some different salsas. We aren't featuring them all here, but what you have here is our creamy serrano, super spicy for all those who love heat and that spice, is that bright green sauce. Guacamole, which you can't go wrong to select that choice. And then this is our molcajete salsa, which is a roasted salsa. All of these products, like all of our products, are house made and fresh every single day.
Yep. It's smart because, we have a lot of Mexican restaurants, and this is Mexican, yes? Or is it Tex-Mex?
Tex-Mex,
yeah.
Tex-Mex,
so
sure.
A lot of different kinds of salsa, right? And the salsa is oftentimes the first, little glimpse that somebody gets from the restaurant. And I think it's really smart to have multiple, because what if they don't like the one that you have? I mean, that doesn't happen that often.
No,
right?
No, very much so.
But you're giving people almost 3 chances, which is smart. If you're a gambler, that's smart. Yeah,
it is. And we have some hidden gems in our menu, which is why this dish actually exists. Many of these sauces we didn't feature previously, but now you're able to come in, try the sampler. Let's go in for some guacamole.
Yeah. Going for your guac, because this is, tell me about your guac.
So
is
it fresh made, hand scoop. Nope, just fresh lime juice. We actually have it very clean. We don't have tomatoes in ours, which may surprise some folks.
I like that,
very traditional. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love tomatoes, but I really like it without. I really like the guacamole without it, and no onions either.
Yeah.
No, so just
very clean. This product does have onions in it. Mm-hmm. We do serve one in our monkey bar.
There is
does
onions
not.
in here.
Yes,
okay,
correct.
I just got a couple bites.
But it's super
onions.
clean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then this one.
And then the roasted salsa. So this is one of my favorites. So we actually char all of the tomatoes, the jalapenos, and it's just absolutely through the moon. This is my favorite salsa that we have. Yes. A little bit of heat back in the behind of it there.
Oh, yeah. No. It is the perfect amount of heat. Oh, this is drinkable. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
So, again, this one was so hidden because we actually don't feature this on any of our dishes. So coming in and finding this is quite a gem.
So is this on your regular menu now?
It is. Yes,
okay.
All the time.
That's great.
And I have air of caution here. So this is full on just serranos, garlic, pureed with some oil. That's how we get this nice creamy texture.
Spicy.
It is super spicy.
Okay. Well, I'll start crying. So, all right, let's go back to the Foodie Cam. Another dish here at Mi Cocina. Y'all, we're looking at Westheimer. You cannot miss it. It is on Westheimer. You've probably driven by it a ton of times. And now's your chance to get on in here for the $25 lunch or $39 dinner. What are we looking at?
So here we have our Gulf shrimp ceviche. So this is going to feature Gulf shrimp, diced up avocados in it, some pico de gallo, fresh squeezed lime juice, all those flavors that you can't go wrong with.
Yep.
And then we kind of set ours off with a little bit of tang with this drizzle of the sauce there. And it's just out of this world.
Yeah, I was wondering, it's not, it's a little bit of a different ceviche presentation. Yeah. I like that. And is this something that you can find on your regular menu as well?
You can. This one's available all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, David, tell everybody a little bit about Mi Cocina. Y'all are part of the restaurant group M Crowd, which is more of a Dallas-based restaurant group. Mi Cocina being your only concept here in Dallas or in Houston. But tell everyone about your concepts in Dallas. Maybe they might recognize them.
Yeah, for sure. So we do have 24 restaurants, kind of spread out between from Tulsa to here now. Obviously, us being here in River Oaks. We are a 33-year-old company with a lot of base in it. So the original founders are still part of the organization. And some of our other concepts would include the Mercury Grill, if you've heard of that. And we have a new sister concept that will be coming up in the near future called Vaqueros Barbecue.
This is outstanding.
Yeah, bright flavor profile. The fresh lime juice, again, we hand squeeze that in there. And then our pico de gallo.
And then what's the fish? I see shrimp.
So there's some shrimp in there. No fish in this one. So just a straight Gulf shrimp.
Oh, okay.
And this is the Valentina sauce. So that's kind of, again, it gives it that tanginess and spice that will complement the acid from the ceviche.
Yeah, no, I like that ceviche because it's also a ceviche for people who haven't had ceviche. It's a nice introduction.
Absolutely.
If they don't want to do, for whatever reason, a different kind of raw fish. They're more used to a Gulf shrimp in their dishes. That's pretty smart. Yeah. I haven't seen that. All right, back to the foodie cam we go here at Mi Cocina in River Oaks, right on Westheimer. They crushed HRW, y'all. They had so many people coming through their doors, supporting the Houston Food Bank. We're so appreciative. And this is the last weekend. Y'all make your reservations on opentable.com. All right, David, what are we? I know this is going to be a problem for me because I see queso. I see, oh my goodness, I see cheese. Okay, what are we looking at?
So this is our shrimp brochette. So like many restaurants, do feature this. Ours, to your point, is a little bit different where we have a jalapeno in there, bacon wrapped shrimp. So how can you go wrong with bacon? We top that with jack cheese that's 45-day aged. We also have a poblano cream sauce that's served with it, more of our fresh guacamole. And then we also serve this with a side of what we call our baby bean soup. Some folks may relate it back to charro beans, but it's an excellent bean soup.
Baby beans.
Yeah, that's what we call it internally.
I love that. Oh, that's not the name on the menu.
No.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. We just call it, but we call it our bean soup.
Because I would remember the baby bean soup. As a diner leaving, I'm more likely to remember the baby bean soup.
Because our bowl of bean soup is big.
So, I love hearing, Dallas is our friendly neighbor of restaurants, right? And there's a lot of restaurants groups kind of back and forth. And I'm always curious, y'all are very successful in Dallas, 24 restaurants. What made y'all decide to come to Houston?
The River Oaks area offered so much opportunity, right? I think that as Houston continues to grow, even though it's already a large city, it just had the right opportunity for us that spoke to us. And it feels the spot that we have here right on Westheimer in the River Oaks district felt very similar to a lot of areas that we're in today. And so coming down here with just a whole different style of Tex-Mex, our style of Tex-Mex into this area just seemed like the right time and opportunity.
What's like a part of town in Dallas that folks might recognize? Like, are y'all in Highland Park or Frisco?
Village, correct? Yeah, all the above.
All those. I went to college in Dallas.
We're at the Star, so we're spread out all over the place. The Colony, and then we even spread all the way far out west out to Fort Worth. So we have 3 locations that are in the Fort Worth area.
Ooh.
Yeah, the bean soup is to die for.
But there's a lot more in here, though. I when I saw it, I thought it was just like beans. But tell me what's in here. Because it's almost like a little tortilla soup.
It is. So there's beans. If you kind of lift up the spoon a little bit, there's beans. We do put a little bit of tortillas on top to give it that added texture. There's tomatoes, a little bit of peppers, onions, and this also does have bacon in it, which gives it that super depth of flavor that you'd have from Applewood smoked bacon. So
this is a meal. In and of itself.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And you just serve it as a little side.
It's just a little side. Yeah.
Homemade.
Yep.
Oh my
Daily.
goodness.
Absolutely.
Okay. David, you give me a couple corn tortillas, a little bit of this queso, and I sit right in that corner right there, and I won't bother you guys.
So we have folks that kind of mix and match too. Like they would take that roasted molcajete salsa and blend it into the bean soup to add even that much more flavor.
So even in the short time that you've been here, you've kind of developed some loyal customers that are making their own concoctions.
Absolutely.
And that's cool.
It's so neat. And even I was a guest before I ever joined the company as a team member. And I have been blown away by the different things that guests do and that I
Yeah.
hear. And some of our amazing ideas have all come from our team members as well. Wanting to really focus on being authentic. We've had some team members that have created some of our dishes, and it's been fantastic.
I love that. Do you name them also, kind of?
There are some names that have floated out there over the years. I don't know all of the stories and history, but...
Okay, your queso. Tell me about your queso, because it is fantastic.
So this is a poblano cream sauce. So this actually isn't our queso.
It's not the queso.
You will see the queso here shortly. But this is our poblano cream sauce. This is basically like a sour cream sauce with fresh chopped poblanos in it.
This is my new queso, though, because this goes excellent with this. Oh my goodness! All right, let's go back to the foodie cam here at Mi Cocina in River Oaks. Are y'all gonna have a birthday party for your 1 year anniversary?
I'm sure we're planning on it.
Yeah, I think you should. All right, what are we looking at here?
So next up here, we have one of our top sellers, believe it or not, is our Rico salad. So just leaning into the quality of freshness to tell you guys that we even chop all of our lettuce fresh in-house. So we don't open bags for anything, and we spare it at no expense when it comes to bringing the fresh of ingredients.
Yep.
So in this salad, you're going to have a lot of crunch. You've got fresh shredded red cabbage. You're going to have some crunchy tortilla strips in there. We have 90-day aged cheddar. We have 45-day aged jack cheese. There is also applewood smoked bacon on top to add even that much more. And then this comes with any variety that you'd like to from protein standpoint, where we could get chicken, fajita beef, or Gulf shrimp. But then they also have a little bit of avocados and some grape tomatoes on there. So we are going to be showing this to you today with one of our signature dressings. It's our chili garlic dressing. And we can't give it away. It's a secret. Sorry.
You know what? I've learned my lesson. I just don't even ask anymore, because nobody gives the secrets away. You know what? I don't blame them, because the sauces are really important.
Absolutely.
Right now, David, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me, how did you get into hospitality?
Oh my gosh. 20, almost 25 years in the making, believe it or not. I'm Midwest born and raised.
Yep.
And I went to school at Le Cordon Bleu in Chicago.
Wow.
And my upbringing came more so in the Italian world of the food of all of our industry. But through the years of being in the business for this many years, all the different unique individuals that I've met to learn about all the great food from all of South America, even globally, but getting back to Tex-Mex and doing the thing that I love, which is, seeing our team members bring some awesome things come to life. Yeah. Scratch kitchen. And I've been from fine dining in hotels all the way down to casual dining. And so it's great to be at a really nice restaurant where at Mi Cocina, we try to offer our guests a really nice environment and scratch food with premium ingredients.
Did you notice what I just did there?
I did.
He didn't say anything. Because I feel like I have the tortilla chip.
Yeah.
I don't have to use a spoon or a fork. And I love to taste dressings. Why not combine? But yes, I just did taste the salad dressing with the tortilla chip, and I would do it again.
Yes.
I stand by it.
It's awesome.
This is an outstanding dressing.
It's fantastic.
It's kind of like you said, a garlicky Parmesan-y, but it almost has a Thousand Island-y, like in the back corner there.
Tex-Mex with a little bit of chili punch at the end.
A little bit of chili punch. Yeah. All right, back to the foodie cam we go. We are here with David Sobmiller. Tell everybody a little bit about what you do, too. Well, first tell us what this dish is, and then tell us what you do.
Yeah, so again, another one of our top sellers here is going to be our brisket tacos. So this is our 6-hour house-roasted brisket. We hand shred that. It's featured with rajas or poblanos and roasted onions. You'll see here featured on flour tortillas. Our cilantro rice is to die for, which we make the rice and blend in fresh cilantro puree. And then it's featured with what we just call our light salad. So this has got a Tex-Mex based dressing, kind of a creamy vinaigrette with fresh avocados, cherry tomatoes. And then this is going to see another salsa here. So this is our salsa de arbol. So this is another roasted salsa that contains tomatillos, red tomatoes, arbol chili. So another one that, again, you can also get that in the babalu as well. Yeah. But we have salsas that go for days that we just kind of feature all over the place.
I love that. No, I think salsas for days is a good thing. I don't know if you remember Taco Cabana. Okay? So Taco Cabana back in the day used to have the extended version of their salsa bar, and it was, the big buckets, of onions and cilantro, and I think like maybe 6 different kinds of salsa. Right. And my mom and I, man, we would go to town. We would, oh my goodness, with the nachos, we had all the salsas. I literally had scoops of, cilantro on the top of these nachos. And it was literally like, would you like some cheese and nachos with your cilantro and onions? I love it. So, but yeah, no, this is a beautiful dish, and you said this has been one of your most popular.
It has been, yeah.
Yeah.
And our brisket's super clean. We don't punch a bunch of smoke into it or anything like that. It's very clean roasted, salt, pepper, and we shred it by hand, as I said. But we take a lot of care in this product. We make sure to not, put a ton of fat into it and things like that. And that when we hand pull, that we're giving our guests the absolute best parts of the brisket.
Yeah.
Right. So the brisket's very forward on its own, but the salsa complements so well because you're adding all that acid, and that's where the char comes in instead of putting in the smoke into the brisket.
Okay. I am finishing these brisket tacos. There's every dish. I have to tell them because the production team, they'll eat all the food, right? And like everything is so amazing. The salsas, everything like that. It's just, I can't. The rice.
The rice is so good.
The rice is so good.
And we do carry two kinds of rice. So this is one of them. We do have a standard Mexican rice, but our cilantro rice is just to die for. My absolute favorite.
Now, this might be a little bit of a non-layup-y question, but what is one thing you've noticed that's different about operating a restaurant in Houston versus Dallas?
Yeah,
other than the driving and the distance and the travel to work, obviously.
Well, unfortunately, the traffic's getting just as bad in Dallas.
Traffic can be a big reason, yeah.
But honestly, the way that the guests eat, it's night and day. To be honest with you, we have noticed the guests down here. I think even being closer to the coast, loving the fish. Right, so we sell double the amount of fish here in this building that we do in Dallas. Yeah. And
so
then
way more fish lovers in Houston.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And then appetizer heavy as well. I noticed that. I think that might even be to some of the nuance of us being new. The guests are really just kind of tasting through the menu, checking out what we have going on.
And they want to try a lot of.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
Shareable, right? So I think that, parrilladas, which we don't have on our menu, but we do have a version of it. We don't call it that, but we have single and double fajitas as well.
Yep.
But it's something that we noticed very early on, and it took us a hot second to kind of get our feet into that.
Yep.
And so now we have the ability for guests to come in and order double portions of fajitas and do kind of their own version of family style. So.
No, I love that. It's such an interesting observation. So heavier on the fish and heavier on the choices, because that's really what it is, right? The tapas, the apps, and the choices. And we never would have guessed that, right? Like, no, we obviously, I joke about it a lot. We like to have everything, which I think we should have everything. And I wonder too, if it's maybe because we're a little bit closer to Louisiana Gulf, and there's so many, chef inspired, people that come from that area that, come to Houston and maybe just don't go to Dallas. And so we have a lot of, that's super interesting. I love hearing about that.
And it's been fun too. Again, we've had to kind of evolve our menu a little bit as well.
Right. You can't copy and paste.
And guests didn't really know, as I said, our salsas were kind of hidden, buried in the menu. And we owned it quickly. And knew that we needed to get those flavors out there and really get just to see that we have some really awesome things and that we layer all the way from mild all the way hot. We do have some spicy things.
Get the flavors out there. All right, back to the foodie cam we go here at Mi Cocina, where I am highly impressed with everything. The queso, the guacamole, the rice, the salsas. Oh my gosh, what are we looking at here?
Next up here, we have our nachos al carbone. So this is our chicken version. It's an odd looking beef, right?
Yep.
So we have our chicken version here. So this is our marinated chicken, grilled. We also have a little bit of fried beans on there, some aged cheddar cheese, pico de gallo, guacamole, and pickled jalapenos. Can't go wrong with that.
I noticed, and we got to get back to this, and this kind of ties into what we were talking about before. I noticed that your presentation is just a little different than a lot that we see, which is very impressive because it's tough to remake traditional dishes like this and still appeal to a wide range of diners. But talk a little bit about what you do with the group, because I know you're probably behind a lot of the recipes and over all the concepts in some way.
Yeah. So,
this is beautiful.
It's awesome.
Thank you, Armando. You're welcome.
So, it's great. Mi Cocina really had a lot of amazing foundation. One of our original founders, Michael Rodriguez, he had.
Hi, Chef.
Really
get over here, Chef. Come on. Get on in here. All right. Chef Raphael. He's here. You're the executive chef, yes?
Yeah.
These are beautiful. He just came over to peek, and I'm like, all right, you got to get on camera here. Thank you so much for your support during Houston Restaurant Weeks. You did such a great job, Chef. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. He's like, I got to get back to the drinks over there. All right.
But we adding a lot of vibrance, bright color. And as far as, what I do for the group is that I'm able to work through these recipes, challenge ourselves to kind of take it to the next level when it comes to presentation. But again, coming in, I've only been with the brand for about a year. The foundation was super solid and strong when I got here.
Where were you before?
So I was the corporate chef for TGI Fridays for 5 years.
Wow. Yeah. Talk about, that's a big
change.
But it's a big change, but that's a big job.
Yes.
That's corporate chef for a big chain like that. Did you have to travel a lot?
I did. Yeah.
Because you had to go to all your big producers.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm fascinated.
It was a lot of fun during the time there.
Yeah, because oh my goodness. Yeah. So many people, so many
globally, 54 countries,
so many different markets.
Yes.
So it probably helped you to adjust when you saw the difference between, Houston and Dallas diners. You're like, it's only one city, baby. I got that.
Absolutely.
I can do that. All right. Back to the foodie cam. We have some drinks to show you guys as well. These, I'm eating all of them. Seriously. These are outstanding.
So next up here is our Deluxe 57. So this is a version in which we feature almost all of the flavors that we have of our enchiladas, as well as our tamale. So I'll start with the one closest to us there. So that's our cheese taco. So that's going to be just a cheese enchilada with our queso. So this will be the first opportunity you can check out our queso. Beef enchilada with ranchero sauce, a chicken enchilada with sour cream. And then we also have our cheese enchilada with chili con carne. And last on the plate there is our tamales, all house made. The tamales we make by hand. And they are absolutely outstanding. And then next to it, you wouldn't believe this is a massive portion. So a great way for you to try all of the different flavors that we have in the restaurant. There you'll see our beef taco that's served with a little bit of lettuce, tomato, and shredded cheese, and our refried beans and rice. So the beef taco, my wife, she thinks it's next level. So I can't wait.
She's
to see what
probably
she thinks.
right, though. Based on everything I'm trying, and you're telling me, oh, this is my favorite. I'm like, yeah, this might be my favorite too. David, y'all had such a great HRW, Houston Restaurant Weeks. And remember, it's the last weekend, y'all. But it has to really, being that this is your first year with the restaurant group, this is their first year participating. Thank you, Armando.
There is some more good
oh, my goodness.
Stuff coming up.
Thank you. But it has to feel, now that you're in a smaller restaurant group, you're able to participate in something like this that directly benefits the Houston Food Bank, which is the largest food bank in the world, believe it or not. But it has to really kind of put a little bit of extra meaning to when you're putting together a menu like this. Like, it's not the traditional celebratory, St. Patrick's Day, kind of thing. It's this is actually helping millions of people, so it must feel good.
It did, and again, it's so awesome to be able to have that opportunity to participate. I know it's not always easy to get into these kind of societies and things like that, and being as small as we are, Houston Restaurant Weeks really benefited us too. Yeah. So it's mutual going back both ways, and to help the food bank. Yeah. That really warms your heart when you're able to participate in those things.
That's awesome. All right, let's get Armando in here. Come on, Armando, come say hello. This is the guy that y'all will see when you get here at Mi Cocina. Welcome,
Thank you very
Armando.
Much. Hello, everybody.
You are the guy who runs the ship here in River Oaks.
I'm the one here in River Oaks.
Yep.
Yes, I'm the one spending most of the time in this place.
Yeah.
So.
And it's been busy.
Busy and fun.
Yeah, busy and fun.
Busy and fun. A lot of good stuff going on.
Good stuff. All right, let's go back to the foodie cam. One more dish to show y'all before we head out for the weekend. Oh boy, what are we looking at here?
So this is one of our greatest features when it comes to eating fajitas a kind of totally different way. So this is our sunset fajitas. This is going to be our spicy queso chicken. There we feature it a couple different ways with our Mexican rice in the center. We feature our sunset onions on the top, which are just crispy onions. So how can you go wrong with fried onions? And while it may seem like a very simple dish, we can actually have this is a different version, right? Again, so not sizzling, which doesn't surprise guests sometimes, but a very signature fajita in its own.
I've never seen a dish like that before.
Yeah, and if you like spicy, that's the one that you want to kind of chase down.
And then I know we've got to run, but you said your flan is out of this world.
The flan is out of this world. So, the egg-based custard with
vanilla.
House made from scratch.
That's a good one. That is excellent. All right, y'all, make sure you make your reservations at Mi Cocina here this weekend, last weekend of Houston Restaurant Weeks. We will see y'all next week for another episode of Foodies and Friends on Fox 26. See ya.
Cheers.
Woo.